We welcome you to another presentation of NN Viking Media. I'm Josh Tavera, joined with
Ellie Henderson.
And before we get to showcase our Niles North Vikings, let's give you an insider scoop on our opponent, the Glenbrook South Titans. Glenbrook South enters this ball game as a 26-4 team, and they are a very formidable opponent, scoring notable wins throughout the season against high-caliber teams like number 9th ranked Evanston, New Trier, number 14th ranked Notre Dame Prep down in Niles, and even our own Niles North Vikings winning 70-62 in that contest earlier this season, and led by captains Joe Shapiro, Chris Orsello, and Dom Martinelli. This team is poised to bring the fight against the Niles North Vikings. And we will send you down to the court for the pregame festivities.
Do you have any predictions so far for tonight's game?
Well, I mean, both of these teams are very high-powered, high-octane in both of their offenses. Now, Glenbrook South's gotten a lot better over the course of the season. Last time out, though, Glenbrook South lost to Evanston by a score of 61-60, but Glenbrook South, they've really improved on offense, and so we'll see how this Niles North defense can stack up against them. And here is our national anthem.
Enjoy Junior Carolina Williams in the singing of the national anthem.
Now we are going to get our game started.
Senior number 10, Danny Paulo.
For our Glenbrook South Titans, we have number 10,
Junior number 31.
who is a 5'11" senior. We have a number 11, who is a 6-foot sophomore. We have number 12, who is a 6'3" senior. And number 31, who is a 6'5" junior. For our Niles North Vikings today, we have a senior, number 35, Moses. We have number 4, Yogi Owen, who is a sophomore. We have number 5, Lennox Monroe, who is a senior. We have
here are your starting lineups on the screen, just in case you guys needed a recap on our screen for Niles North.
Niles North currently entered this game 25-4 and also had an undefeated conference season this year.
Yeah, and just like you said, Niles North, they were very competitive in the CSL North, a 10-0 record in conference, and they're not a team to mess with here. Well, actually, both teams aren't teams that you should mess with in the CSL. I mean, Glenbrook South is a very, very good team. They are stacked with veterans. There are many seniors on the court for Glenbrook South, and for Niles North, they are also very experienced, and they know how to get things done.
Tipping off for the Vikings today, we have number 3, Aquan Smart, and number 31 from Glenbrook South.
All right, so that's it for the pregame festivities, and we're going to bring you some Niles North basketball. Smart 4-3, no good. Yogi Olaf with a hustle. Grabs that board for Niles North. And here's Olaf. The pass to Monroe, and he tries to kick it out to Quan Smart, but it's over his head. And that'll be a turnover on Niles North. And here's Glenbrook South with their offense. Here's Charlie Knorr. And it's stolen. Aquan Smart with a Euro step, and he gets that one to go to kick off the scoring here for both teams. Aquan Smart, the standout senior, with the first points of this ball game. And it's missed. And it's stolen by Aquan Smart. Aquan Smart showing out the first few minutes of this ball game, as it was Cooper Nord with a miss on the other end. Three-pointer, and he knocks that one down. Jalen Butler. Momentum shift to Niles North. The crowd is on their feet as Niles North, their students, showing out and going crazy.
Our Niles North senior, number 3, Aquan Smart, this past weekend committed to Maryland on Sunday after taking an official visit and receiving an offer. Here's the bound for the Big Ten in a top 23 team. Congratulations to Aquan Smart.
Yeah, but not to mention Maryland, a very prestigious program. They have a long-standing basketball history, actually ranked number 9th in the country in the college basketball scene. So they're a true college basketball contender.
GBS with the ball there, number 32, taking it to their side of the court. Good defense brought by Niles North.
Yeah, surprisingly, they're leaving the middle wide open. A lot of perimeter defense, and Niles North has switched over to man-to-man. Monroe with some good defense. And it was Fink with the ball. Crowd getting into it here. And the drive. And the miss by Justin Lesinski. Kick out to Olaf. Corner 3. And he misses. Akeem Maboy trying for the rebound. No good. Oh, he's going to lead in with a shoulder. What? That's going to be a blocking foul on Jalen Butler. Apparently hit his head on the fall there. He is shaken up. Hit the back of his head on the hardwood. And it's going to be Dom Martinelli to shoot. Man, I thought Butler drew the charging foul on Martinelli, but it turns out not to be the case. In for Glenbrook South, number 0, Stevan Boyd. The 6-foot guard will be in for Glenbrook South. Here's Monroe up the floor.
Nice passing there by Niles North.
Yeah, miscommunication there.
Now Glenbrook South ball. Number 32 there passing to 11. Monroe tries to steal. Great defense. Niles North. And also a pretty packed student section, which I think is definitely helping our team play. Quan Smart now with the ball. He passes it to Olaf. Olaf passes to Butler, and Butler goes for a 3. And he gets his own rebound there.
Yeah, lucky bounce there for Niles North.
Passing to Smart.
Akeem Boboye with the feed from Smart. And Niles North is up 7-3. And Niles North with an early assault here on the Titans. 7-3 is the score. It looks like a short lead, but boy, has the momentum seemed like Niles North has been leading by 15. Man, the crowd's into it. The students are into it. And it has been a great matchup so far. Viking Media is actually celebrating 300,000 views since its program's inception. Started by our executive producer, Robert Henderson, and her daughter, the senior, Ellie Henderson, taking over announcing duties as well as the graphic duties for tonight. And executive producer Rob Henderson has been substantial in helping us grow as broadcasters. So we'd like to thank him for the success of this Viking Media program.
7-5 right now. Niles North senior Quan Smart passes to Monroe. Back to Smart. Akeem Baboye with the pass there. And Butler going for 3, rebounded by GBS.
Yeah, I'd like to point out Butler has been off on his 3-point shooting. As Glenbrook South answers. That was Danny Pauletto with the inside score. But once again, Butler has been off on his shooting. He's had many open attempts, but just unable to hit those threes. And a foul on Glenbrook South.
Fouls number 0, Stefan Moore with his first foul, the team's first foul. Checking in the Titans, number 33, Nick Martinelli, in the Viking ball.
And in is number 33, Dom Martinelli's brother, Nick Martinelli.
It will be a Niles North ball right now. Smart passes to Monroe, which has been a common pass so far this game. Akeem Baboye goes for the shot, no good there. Rebounded by GBS. Looks like there was supposed to be a travel call there, but wasn't called. North gets the ball though. And thrown a little too far to GBS's bench.
And in for Niles North is Christopher Harris, number 13, football standout. He is a great returner for Niles North on the football team this fall. He's on the court right now.
Definitely a close game right now, 7-7. Tied game with 3 minutes and 10 seconds left.
And the foul there by Yogi Olaf.
Definitely has been a close game so far. We're looking at a lot of action on the court. Is there anything that you think the Vikings or the Titans could change?
Yeah, I mean, it has been back and forth for the Vikings and the Titans, as the score suggests. It's a tie game early on, and not many high school games feature this, but we have a low-scoring game at our hands. And with a game of this magnitude, 2 20-plus win teams, you know, you kind of expect it. Does Graham knocks Down the three. Corner tray from Liam Graham, the sharpshooter. He has his first 3 points of the game. But Glenbrook South answering quickly as Danny Pauletto, number 10, with another inside score. He's got 4 tonight. But as I was saying, it was a very close scoring game. Well, as you can see now, 10-9. Graham with another try. Oh, and he misses. It comes off the rim, and the rebound goes to Glenbrook South. And just like I was saying, Graham interrupted me twice, just showing you how fast-paced the action is in this ball game. 10-9, and a blocking foul there on Graham to slow down the pace. It has been back and forth. Very exciting to see what these two teams will do later on.
Currently GBS at the line shooting. Niles North with 3 fouls and GBS with 1. First shot is no good. Second shot is good. Leaving the score tied again with 2 minutes and 19 seconds left. It will become Niles North ball. Yogi passes to Aquan. Aquan takes it down court to Niles North side. For a layup, and it's good for Niles North.
Great body control there. Aquan Smart showing that he has that finishing touch. Amazing play there. He got hacked. And nice and one opportunity for Quan Smart heading forward.
And there was just a replay of that last layup for you. And the shot was also good for that free throw, leaving the Vikings 13-10.
Yep, great 3-point play there for Quan Smart. He's got 5 tonight.
Niles North working on their defense. Keeping it up as the GBS pushes through for that layup there.
Nice agility there from the big man, Don Martinelli. Actually made the all-conference team for the CSL South. So congrats to him on that, and he's a great player as he showed on that last drive.
GBS with the ball.
Oh! Get out of here!
Niles North with the rebound. Smart passes to. That's the 3.
Yogi Olaf with an unbelievable 3. We'll see if Niles North can come up with a stop on defense. And it's Danny Pauletto with another inside score. Great job by Pauletto. He's got 6 points with this free throw pending. But man, that was a great sequence of events for Niles North. It seemed like a momentum shift was in the making. But Danny Pauletto able to answer for Glenbrook South. And he misses the free throw.
Shot was no good for that, but Niles North now with the ball. A minute left. And GBS now with the ball.
Yeah, I think Monroe led too much with his shoulder on that one. Caused the refs to call the foul on him.
Definitely a ton of fouls being called though this quarter so far. Niles North with 5, GBS with 2. There's a minute left. And GBS gets a point, leaving the score tied 16-16. Clock is counting down.
Nick Martinelli with a bucket on the other end for Glenbrook South.
Monroe with the ball right now. He passes it to Olaf. Olaf passes to Moses. Shot is no good there. GBS gets that ball.
Great denial there by Charlie Fink, number 12 for Glenbrook South. Denying Akeem Baboy on that one. Ooh, sharp jab step there, or a move there by Nick Martinelli. And it's going to go off his foot. And Niles North with the ball now.
Vikings with the ball. Crowd definitely cheering on our Vikings with 16 seconds left. Smart with the ball right now. Liam
Pass me the hot sauce!
That three is good for Niles North, making the score 19-16 to end the first quarter.
It is Niles North 19, Glenbrook South 16.
And that'll do it for the first quarter. The score 16-19. That Liam Graham 3, very crucial in putting Niles North over the hump. They lead by 3 after that one.
The winner of the Martin Nissan Coach of the Season contest. This one star coaches the Niles North Falcons without giving Coach of the Season. Thanks to the online platform. Tonight, Brad Lincoln is representing Martin Nissan in Stokely and is here to present a check for 15. For your continued support for Niles North Athletics.
Good evening. We're nearing the end of 2 fantastic basketball seasons for 2 teams perched just about as high as you can get in their respective conferences. And this game is about as competitive as you would expect it to be. Niles North undefeated in their conference. Glenbrook South just trailing Evanston. They lost to them by 1 point, and that's why they're not leading the CSL South currently. But they're almost at the top.
Yep, they're looking for their 27th win in this contest, sitting at 26-4. Oh, nice find there. Inside move, and that's good by Danny Pauletto. He's got 8 tonight. All of them inside the paint. Oh, smart. Stops, pops, and misses, and the rebound goes to Stevan Boyd and the Glenbrook South Titans. There's Pauletto to Dom Martinelli. Again, Martinelli all conference. Boyd with a 3. And he puts Glenbrook South in the driver's seat. 19-21 is the score. Titans with the lead after that Boyd 3.
This is the place to be. The most crowded that this arena has been all season. The loudest environment and one of the most competitive games of the season.
Stolen by Smart and the foul by Boyd. Great defense there from Laquan Smart. And we've preached this all season. Coach Olsen of the Vikings has preached this often. Great aggressive defense, and that time, Smart almost coming away with a fast break opportunity.
I heard Olsen talking to his team just as the quarter ended, and what he was saying is we got to stop giving Glenbrook South the baskets.
Yep, and a great way to do that is to increase the pressure, and boy, have they up their game in the recent moments that have transpired. Here's Olaf trying to make a move on Nord. Here's Monroe. He passes out to Smart. Danny Pauletto on the defense. And no good. Akeem Baboya with a rebound. Great tap away there, but a bad throw. And it's stolen by Charlie Fink. Bounce pass. Very fundamental as Fink bounces it to Dom Martinelli.
Already Jalen Butler and Smart getting it to the other end of the court.
Butler with an open shot. Can't hit it from the elbow, and the rebound goes to Fink. 3-pointer by Pauletto. No good. But the rebound. And it's stolen by Smart. And he's going to corral that one. Oh, penetrating. The drive. Laquan Smart. the freshly recruited Aquan Smart with a nice layup there on the fast break.
Yeah.
There on the drive.
Let's talk about that. That was a really big story. So, committed to Maryland. He said in a quote, he picked them because of the players, the coaches, and the way their coach, Mark Turgeon, prioritized him. They needed a point guard, and they liked the style of his play. He was recruited by Eastern Tennessee State. He committed to them, and then he backed away. Texas A&M and DePaul were also looking at him, but Maryland got very lucky in snagging him.
Yeah, in the long winding period after that decommit, Quan Smart kept his intentions quiet, but just recently he made his intentions known on Twitter as he announced that he will be committing to the Maryland Terrapins basketball program, a very prestigious program. And if you guys follow college basketball, you know that they're right there at the top. Top 10 team, number 9 to be exact. They have a great long-standing program, and I'm excited for Smart these next few years.
And by the time he did that, he was within the top 3. And very good three-pointer there. He was in the top 3 unrecruited prospects in the country.
Yep, and Aquan Smart, he was a late bloomer in terms of the recruiting trail, as he was one of the top remaining seniors left on the market for these colleges, and Maryland happened to be the home for Aquan Smart. An apparent foul missed there. And Aquan Smart bringing the house down. Aquan Smart putting the Vikings within 3. Unbelievable slam there, and he's just piling onto his highlight reel.
North tends to score 9% more points than GBS. But with the momentum switching back and forth, it's like both teams have it. It's anyone's game right now. You can look at the averages. North 67 points per game, GBS 61, but it couldn't be closer at the moment.
Yeah, and Smart missing on the other end, and here's Martinelli who scored the last bucket for Glenbrook South. Inside goes Pauletto, 23-30. As Danny Pauletto with his 10th point. He's been scoring on the inside almost at will, despite his rather small size. And the foul there. Joel Young is fouled.
Foul number 31, Justin Lisinski.
Picks up that foul.
Avalanche shooting 2 to number 34, Joel Young.
Here's number 34, Joel Young.
So the last time this game happened, it was 70-62, GBS taking that win. Last year the two teams met twice. Glenbrook South lost 70-59, and then Glenbrook South won in overtime 69-63. This has been a really harshly contested, kind of almost rivalry game between the two conference foes.
Yep, Joel Young making the second. He was 1 for 2 on that free throw trip. Here's Nick Martinelli, guns it inside to Pauletto. Another inside shot there from Pauletto, and he's got 12. Glenbrook South trying to run away with this thing. Smart, mid-range J, that one's good. 26-32 is the score. And a turnover by Glenbrook South. This thing, Smart, mid. So Glenbrook South with the turnover, and Olaf with the inbound. Olaf to Akinma Boye, and the inside layup is good. Akinma Boye using his brawn to get that one up.
You can hear how loud it is right now, and Niles North has lost 0 games in this arena all year. They've gone 11-0, and you can see why, you can hear why with this crowd.
And that's Nick Martinelli. with the inside layup. That makes it 28-36. Rather, 28-34 is a score.
And GBS is a team that is never blown out. They have refused to lose by a big margin all year. At 4 points per game being the deficit per loss, they lose an average of 65% fewer points than Niles North. No one has been able to run up the score with that.
Yep, and the most adverse moment they faced all season was their most previous game, in which they lost against Evanston. The score now went 61-60, so it wasn't even a blowout. It was as close as you could possibly get, a 1-point loss for this Glenbrook South team. So not even the toughest of competition can bring this Glenbrook South team down. Martinelli inside to Pauletto, and Niles North is still confused on this offensive output for Glenbrook South. It always seems like they're bringing Pauletto with a back cut, and then Niles North is just blind to it. And there is no foul called. You can see Fink clapping there. The inbounder, he is happy with that call. It'll just go out of bounds. Very confusing call there. I thought Smart faced some contact with that one. All right, here's Martinelli. Here's Dom Martinelli. Nord passing to Martinelli inside, and the runner is good. Great use of the body, and the lefty goes in.
Glenbrook South 8-1 being their away record, face adversity very well in hostile road environments.
And that one bounces off with Smart, and here's Graham passing to Smart. Smart kicking it out to Olaf. Olaf riding the baseline, passes it out to Monroe, who slides, and here's Akinbo Boy, and the big man, get it in there. It just rolled to him, and the inside layup is good by Akinbo Boy.
North has no shortage of weapons on offense. Akeem Baboya uses his height to his advantage. Meanwhile, Smart is known for his gridiron ground game, his layups. Graham had an incredible 3 earlier tonight. And Joseph Olaf, number 4, is known for his raise.
And the charge! The charge is called, and Yogi Olaf with a great aware play there on the floor.
Very good. The Guests having 6 fouls so far, North having 5.
And that was pretty good for a sophomore. And he's on the varsity team. A great standout we have here at Niles North. And the 3 from Olaf. And it's off the front iron, no good. Rebound, Martinelli. Boy, they're just letting him play here. A lot of contact. And it's off of Graham. Smart with the hustle, but couldn't corral that one. And it'll go to Glenbrook South.
Graham at the end of last quarter making it rain with his 3-pointer. North only has 4 losses so far. One of them to DePaul by 11. One of them to this GBS team by 12. Evanston by 12, and then most recently Clark by 4.
Pauletto with a pass to Nick Martinelli to his brother Dom. Dom Martinelli guarded by Monroe. Great feed. Man, this team knows how to move off ball and pass. Here's Smart. Oh, glances off the iron. And that'll end the first half. Niles North down by a pretty sizable margin. Although I wouldn't say the game is over, not even close. The score is 32-40. Niles North trailing by 8. We'll get back to you after the halftime show. 32-40. Niles North trailing by 8.
32-40 is your score as Glenbrook South leads Niles North for the second time this season. Let's talk about the two coaches in this game. Head coach Phil Ralston of Glenbrook South is in his third year coaching. He started out in 2017 with a losing season and has tacked on two dominant winning seasons after that. Tonight, he looks for the 60th win of his career. I'm Elliot Parrish. Thanks for joining Viking Media as we look over at the Viking sideline for Coach Glenn Olson. He started here in 2009, and the rest is history. He is a legend, taking the reign of what has been a 3-win team, and in the decade since, after 2009, he has never had a winning season. He's never had more losses than what was a tied season in his first year at the school. And he has accumulated the most wins in this program's history as head coach. As we see our first splash of the half, I'm welcomed by play-by-play man Josh DeVera.
All right, thank you, thank you back for welcoming me back. I had to get a nice cold drink of Sprite, but I'm back here with you guys. We're ready to call some Niles North action. Let's get it. So here's Olaf. Quan Smart with a fake. Inside. Takeem Baboye knocks that one down.
Baboye has done great with a lot of short buckets inside the arc. Inside the paint is his specialty, and he has shown that well tonight.
Hey, he's matching up well against these stretch bigs of Glenbrook South. Really asserting his inside presence, but he rattles that one in. And that's Justin Lisinski with a three-pointer. That'll put Glenbrook South up by 6. Smart to Butler. Back to Smart. Oh, Smart.
Smart looks hurt, and that is terrible news for this Vikings team. It cannot be overstated how serious that is.
And the wind has been sucked out of the gymnasium. Quan Smart is hurt.
Everyone at Niles North and fans of the Maryland basketball team all holding their breath right now.
Yep, and we're going to send it back up here to the back cam. An injury out on the floor, Quan Smart. As you all know, he just recently committed to Maryland. And, you know, I feel like the impact that signing has had as much of an impact here at Niles North as much as it did in Maryland. I mean, he's just a big piece to this program, and I hope he's all right. I mean, there he is. He's on his feet.
He is a legend here, and he's gained a reputation around the country as a 3-star recruit. In the recruiting world, he was huge within the top 5 this season before he committed.
Yep, and if you're a diehard Maryland fan and just watching this ballgame to pick up some scouting on Quan Smart, we just want you to know he's a very big part of the culture here at Niles North, this Vikings basketball team, but as well as this entire high school. This entire high school is behind him, and just a great player. Hope he's all right. Here's Martinelli now, and a miss as Graham wouldn't expect him to get the rebound, but he grabs the board. Olaf to Graham. We'll see how Niles North deals with the absence of Smart.
Don't sleep on Graham's range. He has developed monumentally this season, and he has shown it for the last game of the Niles North season here tonight with a big splash getting the crowd on their feet in the first half. Graham is competing with Olaf now for the reputation of having those really exciting three-pointer plays.
And here's Martinelli now for Glenbrook South. off balance. He had some contact on that one. Foul will be called on Butler.
Let's talk about what prolific Vikings these are. For the 11th straight year, they've amassed over 9 wins, losing only 4 times so far this season. In fact, for each year of the past decade, they've gotten at least 14 wins. That's dominance right there.
Yep, and as Martinelli knocks down that first one, here's the second try.
The Titans only losing 1 game on the road for 2020. They do not want to make this their second, as hostile as it is.
And here's Niles North. They're looking to answer here. Manuel accelerating. He's stopped by Cooper Nord, number 11. And it goes in. The mid-range jumper and the lucky bounce for Jalen Butler. Gets it to go, and it's now a 39-45 ball game. Just a 6-point game.
He was reliable last season, but this season, he's electric. Number 21, really fun to watch tonight.
Yep, he's learned to hone in that three-point shot. Akeem Boboye with a rejection. Olaf stopping, getting the offense set here as he's guarded by Cooper Nord. Lennox Monroe kicks it out to Butler. Butler for 3. Just left it short. Butler taking it to the rack. Inside and good. Great take there by Jalen Butler, and it's now a 4-point game. Butler taking it to the...
The Vikings scoring on average 17 more points than their opponents this season. That's up 57% from last year. The Vikings adding big score deficits to some of their less competitive games. For now, it's 41-45, 4 points in between the Vikings and the Titans. Yep. It is anyone's game.
And it's a timeout called by Coach Phil Ralston and the Glenbrook South Titans. Well, let's take a look at the Titans. They're ranked number 15th in the state. A very challenging opponent indeed for the Niles North Vikings at hand. As, of course, actually both teams a challenge to each other. As Glenbrook South with a 26-4 record, they are representing the CSL South here. And Niles North 25-4. They are the CSL North champs.
GBS and Niles North both going for their last game of the season tonight. And then GBS is already scheduled to play in IHSA sectionals on the 3rd of next month.
Yep, a great accomplishment for that team, and we'll see if they can rebound here. But Quan Smart is back. Can he make that 3? He won't. Akeem Boboye had to hustle for that one. Took a shot. And Quan Smart, boy, I was surprised to see him back in the game. It looked really serious, that injury, but it just shows you the will that he has. He wants to be on this court on this moment.
You can't keep him down. He's a force of nature in the Niles North gym.
And that mental state of his really adopting a Mamba mentality, staying in the game. Akeem Boboye grabs the rebound. 3! And it's just short. Rebound Glenbrook South, and if Olaf made that, this gymnasium was about ready to explode.
You could tell at the end of the last play with Smart getting back in, Olaf wanted so badly to try for that 3. We have not seen the last of him tonight.
Yeah, but look at this Glenbrook South team. They have really settled in to this otherwise hostile environment. I mean, it looks like they're playing a home game about how calm they are. If you go about business like that, I mean, no wonder you're ranked number 15th in the state. They're a very good team, both at home and on the road.
Niles North ranked 33rd in the state.
Yep, Niles North, even though they've a lower ranking, they're still a very, very competitive team in the Chicagoland area. And it's going to be out of bounds. Smartly lets it roll away, and it's going to be last touch, Glenbrook South. Here's Monroe with the inbound. Smart directing the offense. And what I like about him, he's a combo guard. He has the ability of a point guard to run the offense, but also the ability of a shooting guard.
Glenbrook South started this season with a 13-game winning streak. Their first loss came against Niles Notre Dame, then they lost to Peoria Notre Dame, only losing 4 times this year, including Cary Grove by 1 point and Evanston by 1 point.
Yep, those Notre Dame programs are really talented as Boyd misses that one. Oh, and Martinelli open for 3, and he left that one short. Rebound, Butler. But yeah, those Notre Dame teams are something that teams want to avoid. Here's Butler for 3! Let's go! He cans that one in. Bang! 44th, want to avoid. Here's Butler for, and there you go, want to avoid. Here's Butler for that sweet stroke from the big man, Jalen Butler. He's tall, but he can shoot the 3 like a point guard.
Let's pretend for a second there was no crowd here, and the stands were empty.
And a travel! Or a charge, rather. Akeem Boboye.
Alright, let's pretend the stands were empty. What you would have heard during that one moment, swish, that was that nothing but net sound that you could see as that beautiful 3-pointer went in. You just would have heard the most beautiful swishing noise that you know number 21 heard as that went in.
Laquan Smart missing that one off balance. Martinelli. He's all conference for a reason. When you need him to come up clutch, he does. Glenbrook South was on the verge of losing that lead, and Martinelli with a nice move to the basket. Oh, it fell inside. Oh, and he kind of was confused on what to do there as he got past the baseline. And it's going to be Danny Pauletto. Another inside score for Pauletto. He's got 14, all inside the paint.
So this game has been played 8 times during the past decade. Niles North has won 6. Glenbrook South has won 2 of those matchups.
And a foul on Glenbrook South. That is Justin Lusinski with the foul. He obviously grabbed Smart on the attempt. 44-49. And the free throw is good by Smart. But what about the return by Quan Smart? I mean, that has just struck me in awe. And it's almost like a fairy tale scenario of fantasy. Quan Smart returning from that what looked like a serious injury as he knocks that one down.
That's what everyone's going to be talking about tomorrow, how he came back.
Yep, and I believe Coach Turgeon of the Maryland Terrapins, he's got himself a gem. Here's Glenbrook South back on offense. Here's Cooper Nord. Inside to Nord. Great job there. Great pass, actually, by Justin Lazinski, number 31 for Glenbrook South. Inside to Cooper Nord, number 11. There's Aquan Smart. And he's fouled again. The aggressiveness here from Aquan Smart could potentially put Glenbrook South in the bonus.
This is second foul, team's 4th foul.
And Glenbrook South having 4 fouls thus far. Niles North having 2 in this quarter.
And he misses that one off the back iron. Don't normally see that. Smart usually an adept free throw shooter. And that time he misses.
He was with the team last year when they wound up 4th in the conference. They were in the CSL South then. And this year, their first year back in 3 years in the CSL North, they are leading and undefeated.
Yep, and here they meet once again. You know, Glenbrook South and Niles North. Now Glenbrook South is in the South with Niles North representing the North here in this clash.
GBS, of course, their only conference loss all year was the one you mentioned against Evanston by just 1 point.
Yep, and that was a close game. That could have gone either way. They would have been unbeaten in the conference. Nearly stepped over the 8-second line, the half-court line. Pauletto did. And here's Nick Martinelli. Bodied by Akeem Baboye. He's going to miss that one. Akeem Baboye with the rebound. Here's Smart. He's putting on the gas. And the three from Muller.
Not quite there. So close.
Oh, and Akeem Baboye is down. Akeem Baboye is down by one of our cameras on the floor.
Oh, and he's bad. He looks like he's in worse shape than Smart was when he went down. The trainers are checking him out. The air for the second time tonight is sucked out of the auditorium.
Yeah, and that injury happened right by our camera on the floor. We have a camera on the other side of what we're gonna show you. And we're back up here in the balcony. Of course, the injury to Moses Akeem Baboye. He's a very big part of what they do on offense and defense on both ends. He's a great rebounder, and he's pretty much done that all season, rebound the ball using his big frame. But now he's down on the floor, and we hope the best for him and his family watching tonight if you guys are tuning into this ballgame.
He's been as reliable as it comes with layups, especially.
Yeah.
He has the height to jump up and get it in there as well as anyone else on this Vikings team.
And, yeah, it looks very serious. I mean, worse than the Aquan Smart injury we had earlier.
He's still down.
Yep, we have our trainers checking on him down on the floor. And it looks very serious. Yeah, we will not show that on the broadcast.
But we're resuming play with some substitutes checking in. Liam Graham has checked in on the hardwood tonight.
Yep, Liam Graham is in for the Vikings, and that is the only change on the court as Akeem Baboye is helped up. And we get set to resume play. Here's Aquan Smart. He's going to opt for the last shot of the quarter as time is ticking down. Ignore our clock down on the monitor. There's 5 seconds left. 3, 2, 1, and denied.
Oh. Graham tried to get it to number 4, Joseph Olaf, for that last-minute score, but it just didn't work out. That would have been a sweet two-pointer.
Yeah, great defense there, shot defense there from Nick Martinelli on that one. So we end the third quarter. The score in this one, 47-53, as we get set to resume the fourth quarter of play in just a bit. But hopefully we send our well wishes to Moses Akeem Baboye. He's been a big part of this team, and as a senior, we hate to see this on this wonderful night, this last home game, but we hope he'll make it through.
And a couple highlights around the school before I leave. Michelle Bacala of the tennis team, Vincent Pye from the swimming team, and Avery Bird from the gymnastics team, and Kylenia Lanez from the bowling team, all going to state. The chess team and the dance team of Auroras also headed to state for the Vikings this year. And the cheer team ending in the top 10 cheering teams of the state. lots of talent to behold here at Niles North.
Yep, and the fourth quarter is just about ready to resume. Thank you, Elliot, for joining us. Second and third quarter, great job, and we'll wish you the best.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure.
Yep, great season, man. And here joining us is son Schwartz, the man. Picking up the headset right here is Sutton. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good. It's been a great game. 1 quarter left to play, and let's see if our Vikings can pull out.
All right, Monroe on the floor there. No foul called. And here's Pauletto. Sidney Boyd guarded by Smart. We'll see if Niles North can come up with a stop here. It's a much-needed stop. Oh, and a foul.
Not a great call.
Yeah, that was a ticky-tack call. I'm surprised because earlier they were letting them play. I mean, no calls were really called. No fouls were really called, but that time a very ticky-tack foul on Monroe. That's the first of the quarter. Here's Boyd, guarded by Smart, nearly stolen by Monroe. And here's Pauletto, inside to Martinelli.
Good D in the paint.
Oh, but that's rebounded by his brother, Nick Martinelli. Here's Boyd, guarded by Smart, or rather Davis, Chris Davis.
It's a great defense by the Vikings right there.
There we go, and a block. And here's Bowen with a rebound.
The Vikings need points here. And a nice foul drawn by Aquan Smart.
Yep, great job there. I like how he shows his aggressiveness throughout the entire ball game. That's what the Vikings really needed. And he has a chance to shoot 2 easy free throws here. Smart missing a free throw early in this ball game.
The Vikings are sure going to be missing Moses this quarter after a gruesome injury.
Yeah, and it was pretty gruesome. We did not want to show that on camera.
But we hope he feels better. It looked to be something in the leg.
Yep, and here's Aquan Smart with a second bucket.
It's down to a 4-point game. This is going to be a close one. You can feel the magic in the air here at Niles North.
And here is some full court press from Niles North. Monroe getting up to over the 8-second line. Now they bring it up to the court. Here's Nick Martinelli. He's played outstanding so far for the Titans.
Both teams played very well defensively. Both teams have to be exhausted. Not so many subs for both teams.
And that could be on the floor, if I'm not mistaken.
By number 13.
Oh, nope. That'll be in the shooting motion, so free throws coming up for Martinelli.
And that foul was on Christopher Harris. The first free throw is made.
So Martinelli knocks the first one in. And here is Moses Akinmaboye. He is back on the court.
Is back. Wow. Amazing.
Big Boboye is back on the floor for the Vikings.
Yeah, and that's a round of applause for him because he looked like in a lot of pain.
Yeah, and that looked really bad, but both Aquan Smart and Akinmaboye, the 2 seniors,
yeah,
really both leaders on this team, they do not want to leave the court on this senior night.
And Moses does seem to be...
Yes!
Wow! Moses with 2 points again! Moses having a great game, lots of offensive rebounds, but he does seem to be using that leg a little bit less. He has been hobbling.
Yep, a great position there.
Oh! And that is sunk by Cooper Nord.
Yeah, that was a crowd silencer on that one.
It is a 7-point game. Let's see what these Vikings can do after that.
Yeah, I did not think he would hit that 3.
Oh, and Aquan Smart misses the layup, gets the rebound, and was fouled on the putback. He's at the line for 2 more. He's been at the line a lot today.
Yep, and only missing 1, so Aquan Smart very effective from the free throw line.
At the line is number 3, Aquan Smart.
And the first shot is made by Aquan. Aquan Smart has verbally committed to the University of Maryland, and the whole basketball program in Niles North is very proud of him for all the hard work he's put in.
Yeah, and Quan Smart. Some people don't know the magnitude of that signing. I mean,
Yeah.
Maryland
Top-
University.
Top 20 school.
Yeah, top 10 in fact. They're number 9.
Wow.
Yeah, so Big Ten school. As we take you back up to the back cam. Welcome. I'm Josh DeVera
I'm
along with
Sutton
Sutton
Schwartz.
Schwartz. And the big signing, Quan Smart headed to Maryland after this season. You talk about Maryland, a Big Ten team, very, very prestigious. They've had a long, winding history. They've been a powerhouse for so long, and number 9 in the nation. They're competing for possibly an NCAA tournament championship.
Yeah, and it's very awesome. The whole entire Niles North
Yeah.
community is very proud of Aquan.
Yeah, and we're all behind him. If you're watching and from Maryland, just know you got a gem. He is a very, very hard-working player, very skilled too. He can hit that mid-range jumper, as well as he has great finishing abilities
He can
too.
finish very well.
Yeah, and he's a very, very bright star. And Coach Mark Turgeon of Maryland, he did a great job of recruiting this kid. I mean, he will not disappoint. I will tell you that. All right.
Expect great things. And we're back with 5 minutes, 31 seconds left, and it's a 5-point game.
Yep, this is prime time for Quan Smart. We'll see what he can do, or his teammates, rather.
Let's see if they can show up. This has been a hard-fought game by both teams, and that is why you can see both of these teams are champions.
And here's Nick Martinelli with a move on Akeem Aboye. He got fouled.
Oh, another tough call. His hands were straight up. I think that was not a great call. These been a lot of calls against Niles North that the crowd seems to disagree with.
Yeah, but from the ref's point of view, I guess they could have called it because Akeem Aboye was kind of off kilter there, off balance.
Yeah.
And he was kind of turned to the side when he put his hands up. So it's probably why they would call the foul, even though Akeem Aboye went straight up. Second free throw is good. The Martinelli brothers are very adept at shooting those free throws.
And let's see if the Vikings can come back. Aquan with a great move. And, just rolled outside the rim.
Yeah, wicked crossover there by Smart, but couldn't get the finish.
Oh! Something happened. And
he tripped apparently over his own teammate.
Wow.
And here's Dom Martinelli now with the ball. Great defense by Jalen Butler. Boyd out to Martinelli.
Oh, is that another injury?
And Rowe is down.
Another senior, but he looks to be all right. Whoa! The players seem to be losing their cool after a call by.
All right, so they're going to call in Rowe. And foul.
And the crowd seems to be chanting. Wow. The Niles North Viking basketball team seems to be losing their cool after a very controversial call, if you will.
Yeah, and the crowd, the student section, I mean, they're teens, they're fine, but they yelled something that I'm not sure I can repeat what they said.
But, yes.
Pretty reflective of what they thought about that call.
And let's see if Niles North will come back. Oh, and McNelly with another good finish. Oh, it's a 9-point game. GBS seems to be running away with it.
See what the Vikings can do.
Ball for three, no good. Rebound by Moses to Yogi.
Great back tap there by Moses.
Another reason why he's important. There seems to be some chatter between Moses and McNelly. Let's see if anything comes of it. Aquan with another nice move, and he is fouled again. How many fouls is that on him? Wow, he has been to the line a lot.
Well, if you're talking about Glenbrook South as a team, that is their 7th foul.
Wow.
So Glenbrook South in foul trouble. Just under 4 minutes left to go. 3:57 to be exact. You're smart.
And it's good again. And that's how you win basketball games, making those free throws, those free baskets.
Yep, very important. And if you don't know, if you don't know how to make those free throws, he can just foul you all game.
Yeah, Monroe has been subbed in for Moses.
A huge size difference in that substitution. As Smart knocks in both free throws. Lead is cut to 7. Here's Boyd to inbound. Martinelli guarded by Butler. Great spin move by the big man.
Running down the court, we have Cooper Noyd with the ball. Oh, let's go! A pass to McNelly. He drops it out of bounds. Vikings ball. Let's go. The crowd loves it. There. Let's hear it. We have 3 minutes 40 seconds left. Let's see how these Vikings can do.
Here's a Quan Smart.
And a foul called by GBS. They seem to be getting a little angry there. Ooh, number 10 seems to be losing his cool.
Yep, that's Danny Paletto, the guard. He has played great so far tonight, killing the Vikings from inside.
With a not very smart foul there. Let's see if the Vikings can capitalize. The first one is good. There we go.
Quan Smart
sinking the bucket.
with the first free throw that goes in. Substitutions. We got Paletto out for the Glenbrook South Titans. In is number 12, Charlie Fink. Here's Smart with a second free throw.
Taking his time. Good. Another one by Quan Smart. This lead is cut to 5. Let's see if the Vikings, another stop here, will be a momentum changer. Oh, McNally with another basket. How many is that for him?
Great awareness, though, to Nick Martinelli.
And Quan takes it to the hole. Oh, the ball gets stuck.
Sidney Boyd able to get that one out of the rim.
And the Vikings do not seem so happy with that shot selection by Quan Smart.
Yeah, and it looks like Glenbrook South could have this one under control.
It is actually the Vikings ball.
All right.
A little miscommunication. Let's get these points.
Here's Graham for 3. That one's off target. Rebound, Charlie Fink.
All right.
That was a killer there.
3 minutes left, and GBS they've been pushing the pace a little bit with this press, and there's been some chattering. The crowd's going crazy. Oh,
inside rebound.
Oh! What is he doing? I forgot I was on mic.
Martinelli appears
He's
to be
looking at the ceiling for a couple seconds now.
disgruntled there.
But he seems to be all right, and he's at the line. First one is good by McNelly.
Martinelli.
You know what? Yeah, Martinelli. JD, if you didn't say that, I don't think any of the listeners would have noticed the difference.
I mean, I think it was pretty obvious he said McNelly.
Well,
just, trying to be a friend there.
Thank you. It is
No
a
problemo.
9-point game with 3 minutes left. The Vikings need to start making their comeback now. And the stands, everyone's standing, and that's Yogi Olaf at the free throw line with a very tic-tac foul by Boyd.
Yep, but we'll take that. I mean,
We'll take that.
we're in the bonus, so that means with every foul, Niles North gets a trip to the free throw line.
Those are very important.
Yep. But we need to compound stops as well to match up with Glenbrook South.
We seem to be trading baskets here, and that's
Yep. That's
not how
gonna-
you win. That's not going to cut the lead.
Yep, that's not going to get us anywhere, really.
Yogi Olaf at the line. First free throw is good. And the second one is good.
a steal.
Pryor with the steal.
Oh, now it's off.
To Smart to Olaf, and Olaf misses the three, and Monroe tips a pass, full court pass, and Martinelli with the basket. That looked to be possibly the turning point for the Vikings. And Aquan is fouled again.
And that's a foul on Glenbrook South.
And that's great sportsmanship by Aquan picking up his teammate after missing a three.
All right, so with these two free throws, could be cut to a 7-point margin. Man, if Olaf hit that three.
Whoa.
Oop. Little spill there.
It wasn't by
do
me.
all right.
For my parents watching at home.
I think that was Casper the friendly ghost there.
And Aquan, another free throw.
There we go. 60-68 is your score.
With 2 minutes 38 left. These Vikings need a stop because they've been doing very well offensively. The next one, good. Another one good by Aquan. And this is a full court tight press. Tighten the screws, as my dad would call it. And
here's Cooper Nord.
And everyone is standing in this building.
Yeah, even I am.
And I'm joining you up here. Great defense by the Vikings. Oh, and the crowd is chanting, defense, defense, defense.
Here's Martinelli.
Oh,
it's pickpocketed.
Oh, almost with another nice turnover, but it was recovered. Oh, a tic-tac foul called against Aquan Smart. And he is not liking that.
Man.
Graham is subbed in for Pryor.
They're going to call a reach-in foul on Aquan Smart.
And since they're in the bonus, they were at the free throw line. Boyd is going to be shooting 1 and 1.
Here's Boyd with the free throw.
Oh, the crowd is getting loud now. Oh, he sinks the first one.
So that'll push the lead up to 8.
These Vikings still have time to come back. They just need to focus defensively. These Vikings have, this Niles North Vikings team is the champions for a reason. Let's see them come back.
All right,
it's a 9-point game with 2 minutes left. Olaf with a layup, no good.
Great positioning there by Fink with the rebound.
Oh, another one. And they seem to be running away with it, and that's a timeout called by the Vikings. Olsen very frustrated in his team. And that is a much-needed timeout for both teams. This has been a very fast-paced game.
Yeah, that just sucked the life out of this gymnasium.
Yeah,
the student section has gone real quiet.
But we still have to give it up for this Vikings basketball team. They've played so hard all year. They're still the champions of their conference.
But the student section still getting rowdy.
And they seem to be chanting something.
And we welcome you back up to the booth. I'm Josh Severa.
I'm Son Schwartz.
And so far, Niles North feels like this game has slipped away from their grasps.
Yes, but the Vikings still have to give it them. Played very hard, and they gave it their all. Some shots didn't fall their way. Some fouls called a little, but both teams played very well. GBS just figured out a way to shred through this Vikings defense.
Yeah, and I'm surprised with how GBS came out of the gates in that fourth quarter.
Yeah, because the third quarter, you're feeling a little magic in the air here. I think the Vikings were going to come back.
Yeah, but Glenbrook South able to execute their offensive game plan, but great defense as well from Glenbrook South.
Oh, and it's not falling. That a minute 30 left. I think that's going to be game.
Yeah. But it's going to close this one out, it looks like. A stop here would be great for Niles North.
Do you think
But
it's
there
too
was
late,
some-
maybe? With the minute 15.
I feel like it would.
Oh,
wait, here's
shot
Graham.
by
Graham.
Graham. No. Martinelli with another 2 points. A common theme, these Martinelli brothers. Give them a hand.
Yeah, Martinelli, man, he's a killer on this Glenbrook South team. No wonder he's all conference.
Yeah.
And Dom Martinelli able to recover from that situation. I thought Graham was going to run away with it, but turns out Martinelli with a great awareness as Monroe knocks down that first one. It appears this game is all but over, but we're still seeing the fight from the Niles North Vikings here.
Checking Vikings number 1, Giovanni Noir.
And Monroe makes a free throw.
It's going to cut the lead to 11. We got full court D. Here's Boyd now. They're just going to play a keep away here against the Vikings. Oh, nearly stolen by Monroe. He had a great opportunity at that.
And there seems to be a foul by Butler. Speaking of an 11-point game, congratulations to Mr. Booker on his 11th child.
Oh my goodness.
Can we give him a round of applause? 11 children.
Mr. Booker.
11 children. Wow.
Yeah,
Can you believe it?
Yep.
At the age of 15, he has 11 children. To our teacher, Mr. Booker.
Yeah, teacher at 15, definitely, son.
With 11 children.
Oh
Wow.
my goodness.
So if you see Mr. Booker in school tomorrow, congratulate him on his 11th child.
Yes, also, congrats to Huda. Our
Huda Salahuddin.
Yes, our first period classmate. She now has 3.2 million followers on TikTok. That's crazy.
Crazy. Who knew someone in your class will have 3.2 million followers?
Yes, also Dua Iftikhar. She got her.
Yeah, she finally got
She
her.
finally got her 10th follower.
Yes, congratulations. And to Stone Schwartz for bumping up his grade in that chemistry class to a 16%.
Nice. 16%. No, I'm pretty sure it was 17. Come on.
17. We'll give him the rounding point.
All right. Congrats to Stone on that achievement.
Congratulate him on his 16%. And we like to give a shout out to Charmin Ultrasound.
Charmin Ultrasound. I hear that commercial on the radio so many times.
Yes.
It's crazy. As Smart misses that first free throw. Yeah, and everyone's kind of in a somber mood, but we're still happy for what this Niles North team has accomplished.
Yeah, this year, the seniors will go on to do great things, and we still have a nice core staying with us this year, and we should be very proud of them.
And here's Martinelli. He has killed the Vikings throughout this entire ball game. Here's Nick Martinelli, his brother. And inside is Cooper Nord, and he'll put the icing on the cake. Finishing touches on this masterful performance from Glenbrook South. Coming into Niles North Gymnasium. And Chris Davis.
And if you see Lucas Dakota, who is also in our Chem class, ask him about his world-famous meatloaf.
Yes. He makes great meatloaf, I tell you.
Great meatloaf.
We're definitely not lying here.
Unbelievable meatloaf.
Man, grade A.
Grade A. And Sherry Hollingsworth, also in our Chem class, is right there in the cheerleader.
Yep, great job by Sherry.
Yes.
Thank you for cheering on this Vikings. These Vikings. Any other shout-outs you'd like to give? How about to Jesse?
A shout-out to Jesse. Congratulations on your 5th oldest cat having its 53rd kitten. Congratulations to Jessie on her 53rd cat. Her fifth cat having a 53rd kitten.
Yep, sadly her 6th oldest cat
is no longer with us. She is
passed
in a
away a
farm.
while ago.
Yes.
Her name was Grumpy Cat.
Very grumpy cat.
Yeah, so we shout out Jessie the cat lady. And that'll do it. 64-80. looks like the final score.
Yogi Ola for 3, no good.
Yep, that'll finish this game off. It was a hard-fought game.
Hard-fought game.
Yep, but
also like to give Rachel Harris a shout out for her awesome dog, Amber. Great dog, Amber. So if you ask Rachel, ask about her dog, Amber. And JD, look, we're back.
Yeah, this was a very hard-fought game from Niles North. Obviously, not the result that we would have hoped for, especially in this home arena.
These Vikings seem to be very upset with themselves, but we think they fought hard, Mr. Paul. We think they fought hard, and they are still champions to us.
Yep, and
yeah, if you see them in the hallways, give them a congrats.
Yep, and the students were showing out in this ball game. I mean, it was a great atmosphere. So many people in the stands. Normally, you don't see the second levels filled, but we did see that here tonight. And we just want to thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for celebrating this 2020 season with us. It was not the result we expected or wished for. But thank you guys for tuning in.
And we'll be back next year, guarantee it. You'll be seeing more of us.
Yep,
JD Sutton duo.
And also Elliot Parrish also will join us next year. All right, that'll be it for this season of Niles North basketball. You guys had a great 2020 season. This 2020 basketball team was really amazing. And we'll close this broadcast. Thank you guys for watching.
Thank you. Good night. My parents, it's past your bedtime. Go to bed.
And thank you for watching this 2020 edition of NN Viking Media Basketball.